You're listening to the Sans Pants Network.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm also Joel.
Plumbing the Death Star is a pop culture comedy podcast that asks the important questions like, is it even worth it to work at Empire Records?
Okay, all right.
That's all right.
Well, the whole thing with Plumbing the Death Star, if you're new here, is we take one pop culture thing, and then sometimes we talk about another one. So I just brought them together, Friends and Empire Records.
Is that how you describe Plumbing the Death Star?
Yeah.
We take one pop culture thing.
Think of one thing, and then we talk about that, but then sometimes we talk about other things.
Yeah.
You know when you talk about one thing and you then talk about a different thing? That's basically what we're doing.
Not technically wrong.
I'm slumped in this chair.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
go.
So
I'm tall again now.
Empire Records, a wonderful film from the 90s.
Okay.
That is very 90s. You can really tell it's a beautiful period piece.
That's nice.
So Empire Records is a record store or a CD store where you would buy, music, like a physical thing.
Cassette tape?
Yeah. So back in the day, before the internet existed, you got these little rectangles, these squares that you could go home when you purchased it and put it into a machine.
Okay.
And then you would put that
That's
in.
good to go in the machine.
And
great to
you'd
go in
be
the
able to
machine,
listen
dude.
to music. And this
Okay.
would be the only way you could listen to music, except maybe you could hear it on the radio. But sometimes the radio don't play the music that you want.
But
And
these
all
days
right.
you go,
That's
okay,
yeah.
Google, play Mr. Hot Stepper.
And then Google, he played Mr. Hot Stepper.
That's not what it's called. You keep calling the song that. And that joke would have been very funny because it would have triggered the song, but instead you fucked up the song.
Well,
entirely.
Google
reckon
will
it-
figure
I
it out.
reckon it would have triggered the
As a
song.
man who yells that at his Google once a day,
And then
she
they're like,
figures it out.
they're like, hey, now playing, here comes the hot stepper.
Yeah, she figures it out.
Mr. Hot Stepper.
So
That's what they call him.
yeah.
I don't know if it is. Go on.
So in this moment in time, so you got these like little indie record stores where you can talk to the staff and they can give you like advice or they can give you recommendations about certain things. You're like, I like this, certain brand. Maybe I want a band. I like maybe that kind of band.
Yeah, okay.
But unfortunately, we're in this era where sort of these like a bigger brand, these sort of like endeavors of like a chain store is going to come in, and like that's the problem of like Empire Records that we find out the plot maybe 3/4 of the way into this film.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the problem of like it's going to get bought out.
Okay.
So Lucas. He's finally got responsibility to be the night manager to lock up the store for the day.
And he does what any good night manager would do.
Get scared because that's when everything comes to life.
Not
he
quite.
Takes
All the earnings.
like $9,000
That is clever.
or whatever it is.
and
Maybe
then he goes to the casino.
goes to Atlantic City.
But what if
and
he doubled it?
He does. But then he lets it ride.
You can't let it ride.
When you've doubled it, you gotta let it ride.
stop letting it ride.
You
Well,
let-
like, he's like, oh, maybe it was the beginning of a hot streak.
Yeah.
Hot stepper.
Okay.
Turn it up.
Turn it up,
Turn it up.
exactly.
And so then, the money is gone, and then Australia's own Anthony LaPaglia, because he owns the store.
record.
You know,
He
without a
works there.
trace.
You know, without a
See,
trace.
you know when we talk about one pop culture thing, but then we talk about another thing without a trace?
You know, without a trace.
It's like a cold case.
You know,
CSI.
or Looking for Alabrandi.
It's not like looking for
No, I'm
Alabrandi.
saying Looking for Alabrandi.
He's in it.
What the
The
hell?
dad.
Without a trace. It used to follow CSI on Channel 9
I didn't
in the
watch
mid-2000s.
CSI.
What were you watching?
In the mid-2000s? I don't know.
We were in high school. What are you watching? at night?
Futurama, maybe?
What are you watching at a grown-up time after 8:30?
Probably whatever SBS movie is on, hoping to get a snifter of titty.
That's fair.
That's fair. That lines up.
understand.
Yeah.
So then-
Anyway, well, if you had have been watching on Channel 9, you would have watched Without a Trace, which is
Okay.
a missing persons CSI kind
Ah.
of shit. Kind of like a cold case. Except cold case, they're dead usually. Cause
Yeah,
they-
yeah. It's a
the
cold
Lafayette
case.
is in that, like he's also in Looking for Alabrandi.
Alabrandi, okay.
Yeah, he is Alabrandi's biological father.
Right, okay.
Spoilers?
Spoilers.
I'm across it. Yeah. So he stole the
So
money.
he stole the money because he's like, well, because he finds a contract that
Yeah.
we're going to be
Bought out.
We're bought out. We're going to be turned into some sort of like garbage store.
Yeah.
And so then like he's like, well, I cooked it, I tried to let it ride, but oh well. And then he becomes, very just chill. Like he's like, well, these things happen.
Say la vie.
I fucked it. Nothing I can do to unfuck it.
That's when you let it ride.
So now, Empire Records, the current staff at Empire Records you have Lucas,
Yeah.
who will happily try and steal money from the company to earn more money to save the company.
Who's Lucas played by? He's played by someone. Obviously,
well, they're all
every actor
played
is
by
someone.
somebody.
No, but it's an actor.
Some of them are just the actual guy.
He's played by a wonderful man called Rory Cochrane.
Oh yeah, Rory Cochrane.
What show's he in?
He's in. He might also be in TV
He's
stuff. I don't have my
in-
machine. You're all so lucky. I don't have my machine on.
Well,
me.
he's in Black Mass's very own Stephen something. It starts with a flu.
Is that what you were thinking of?
Were you thinking about White Boy Rick, where he plays FBI agent Bird?
Is that what you think about your favorite TV show of all
the
time?
Boston,
White Boy Rick?
the Boston.
White Boy Rick's a film actually, and Danny Brown, the rapper, has a cameo appearance in it. I know White Boy Rick.
Yeah, that's what he's known for.
No, he's known for something actually.
Encounter.
No, he's
Hostiles?
in another
Your
fucking.
favorite TV show, Hostile?
Shut up.
I don't know, dude.
He's in another fucking movie like Black Mass
He's
sucks.
in
by the way.
Argo.
Is it Argo?
Argo's good.
Your favorite movie,
He's in
Argo?
24, 7 episodes of CSI Miami. 50 episodes of CSI Miami.
Wait, 50 episodes of CSI Miami? That means
Apparently.
he's like one of the main guys.
Bro, he's CSI Detective Tim Speedle.
Is that what you're thinking of your favorite character of all time? Tim Speedle?
Are you
Might
thinking
have
of
been
Tim
CSI Miami?
Speedle?
Oh, Scanner Darkly. That's what I was thinking of.
we got
That's
that.
not a TV show.
No,
Yeah. He just said he was someone.
I said it was someone.
Is a safe bet.
And then we were
That's true.
joking about him
That's
also being
true.
from Without a Trace. But
So,
no,
yes.
he was on a Wednesday night, 8:30. Banana. Wednesday night, 8:30 or maybe 9:30 when CSI Miami screened on Australian television.
Yeah.
That's where you can see Rory Cochrane
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
playing Speed.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, but you can also see him in Empire
So
Records.
you have him, he's Lucas. You have a lovely staff member who will happily steal and think he knows best and spend all your earnings gambling it away trying to win big. Then you have AJ. AJ is your typical 90s teen. If you're imagining like someone in flannelette with kind of like floppy hair, kind of like floppier than mine at the moment.
Kurt Cobain style?
Is it long?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's like middling.
Oh, what happened? Middling.
Yeah, his hair is middling.
Oh, right, yeah.
And yeah, he's a wannabe artist.
Okay,
Is
so
his
he spends a
hair
lot of his
like
time doodling.
Oz in American Pie?
I think his hair is more akin to like probably kind of what I'm rocking at the moment. Here, look,
Okay.
here's a poster for you. There you go. He's the one there. He's wearing the kind of cardigan, oversized cardigan.
Oh, yeah.
I get it. I'm
Okay,
there.
so he's a wannabe artist.
Okay.
And so he spends all his time like, doodling and whatnot. And he is in love with another one of our workers. Played by Liv Tyler. And then that is it Corey?
Corey, yes.
Yeah. And she, spoilers, is a bit of a speed freak.
Whoa!
Because she's a bit of a princess. It's very kind of almost like Breakfast Club style.
Speed the drug or speed the thing
guy?
You can go.
Speed the drug.
Speed the drug.
Okay,
so
just checking.
she's popping some
Maybe she
like
loves
Ritalin.
fast cars.
Maybe
I
she
don't know.
does. So she's popping Ritalin. And she's, doing really well in school because she's popping all that Ritalin. So she can study more. And she's like, from a rich family.
Yeah.
And,
Lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on her. And so she's got off to maybe Harvard or whatever it is next year.
Okay.
Yep.
Then you have
Dude, just stole your little machine.
Yeah.
I know.
You
I
got
was going to say you have
Gino? Mark, played by Ethan Embry.
There you go. And Mark is he's a young. He's not a stoner. Is there a colloquial
guy
term
that-
for it's like you love a lot of drugs?
Is-
Someone hands you a brownie. They don't say what's in it, but they'll just
They
eat
just
it.
eat it. Okay.
Is that guy?
Is he the guy that
Loves
in the
Gwar.
movie? Yeah, he has a spiritual connection with a videotape of Gwar.
Well,
Gwar talked to him
I
through
mean,
the TV.
a special connection when is you hallucinating?
Yes.
You're tripping balls. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he watches himself playing with the band Gwar on television.
Right.
And then as he does a sick solo, then it's like, and now it's time for you to die, Mark. And so then Mark is fed to the monster on the stage.
Yeah.
And Mark, as he's watching it, he's loving it.
That's
He's
awesome.
having the the Death Star.
He's just like, whoa, I'm being killed.
You then have Gina, played by Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger.
Bridget Jones's Diary. Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones.
Renee Zellweger, who played Bridget Jones. Yes,
that's
I
what we
remember
said.
movies.
The woman that accidentally sat on the camera on TV. Did she sit on a cake?
No, I'm thinking of that other TV series that's not 6 Feet Under, but with Toni Collette.
United States of Tara?
That's the one.
Whoa.
Brie Larson sits on cake.
Whoa.
On purpose?
Yeah, because it's
For sex?
Yeah, it's a sex thing. Well, she doesn't realize she's doing it for people online as a sex thing, but she's doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Brie Larson's in the
Great
United
way to
States
rack
of
a
Tara.
cake. Yeah.
No,
Sure
and
is.
Bridget Jones when they're reporting on the firehouse.
Yeah,
That's
she sits
right.
on the camera.
She goes down the pole and they get an upskirt and she's like, blimey,
Yeah.
my ass.
Is Bridget Jones also in that era where it's like a regular woman?
Oh,
who's
yeah.
just
Yes.
oh my, what? Oh, big fatty boomba, regular woman. Wow, what a time to be alive.
Oh,
back then.
blimey, this woman's a size fucking 4. What? Get that ass off me telly.
And then it was like, what's that? Oh, heartthrob Hugh Grant loves a big fat fatty.
But she's what the hell?
How can the everyone relate?
And then later on, we were like, wait a fucking second. That's
just a
just the size of a person.
That's just a regular
What
person.
the hell?
Oh, movies. You're great.
Yeah, dude.
So then you have.
I'm off to
Renee.
go salute the queen now. This guy sucks.
Do you salute the queen?
Yeah.
This guy does. He sucks.
Okay, fair enough.
Hello, I'm your average British man from the mid
We love you,
2000s.
Queen.
We love saluting
Bridget
the
Jones
queen.
makes me sick because she's awful,
Yeah.
and I love to salute the queen.
Can you show me how you'd salute the queen, please?
God bless you, queen.
What about if you had the salute, but you ended with a thumbs up?
Oh.
Like, God bless you, Queen.
That's good because you gotta really
Love
make
ya.
sure the salute gets through before it becomes the
What
thumbs
about
up.
if you can't do it quick?
No, when it's quick, I don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
Confused.
What if
No,
you
if
really
it's
fucked
quick-
up and you start with a thumbs up on your forehead and then you put it forward?
If it's
Can
quick,
you go from
the
thumbs
queen
up on the
thinks it's an
forehead to a
attack.
salute?
like a thumbs up on the forehead and you're waving. No, it sounds like you're almost dismissing someone almost.
Or you're doing a Sieg Heil.
Yeah, don't
That's
do that.
dangerous.
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Salute to a thumbs up. I think
Yeah.
that's the new move.
I think it's a bad move.
Remember when I invented this as a new symbol we could do with our hands?
This is really good for everyone listening to
well,
the podcast.
people gotta watch the fucking video.
He's not wrong.
I'm not even gonna explain what I'm doing.
Head
You
to
gotta head to
YouTube.
YouTube, search Plumbing the Death Star to see the new hand signal I invented. And I'm doing it for the camera right now. Don't you dare fucking tell them what this is. Don't you fucking dare tell them. You gotta watch it,
I will
okay?
fucking cut it
I
out,
will
JD.
fucking-
I will fucking cut it out
If
if
you
you
mention
even mention
it,
it.
I'll
I
kill
will
you
cut it
both.
out now. Why me?
Are you happy?
I'm in a furor. That's why. Anyway, go on.
So
Empire
Renee
Records.
or Renelle, I don't know.
I think it's
Renee.
Renelle Zellweger.
I reckon so. She plays a wonderful person called Gina.
You might
who,
know her from Chicago as well.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or was she also
I
in
know
Me and
Renee
Myself,
Zellweger.
Irene?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyway, she plays a character called Gina,
Okay.
and she's I
Barely a character
barely
in
a
the movie.
character, but she loved to sleep around.
Okay.
and also she want to sing
Nice.
at some point.
Good for
Or she's
her.
maybe a backup for a band or like a backup vocals for a band. That maybe comes up later. Who knows? Then I think those are your sort of your main workers. You also have some other workers like.
Don't you have Burker?
Yeah, it was unclear if he worked there or not. That sometimes he did. Sometimes you're like, what are you doing? Yeah,
Burker.
Burker, who is a
Burker,
musician.
dude.
You got Eddie, who is also works for you, but also a drug dealer.
Okay. But that works perfectly with the guy who loves drugs.
Well, yeah, it does. And then.
Match made in heaven as far
What's
as I'm
the actor that
concerned.
plays Burker's name called? It's like Coyote something,
Yeah,
right?
Coyote Shivers, and at the point in that moment in time,
Yeah.
he apparently was seeing or married to or whatever Steven Tyler's ex, which would make him at that point in time Liv Tyler's stepdad, and they are very similar in age.
Whoa, that's
awesome.
awesome. That's cool as hell.
But Liv Tyler, because if he was dating,
Yes.
never mind,
Okay.
never mind. I figured it
And
out.
then,
I
which
cracked
is-
the case internally.
Yeah. Then I guess the newest employee you see in this film is a guy who's we just called him Warren, who tries to first off shoplift from the store, which Lucas prevents. And then he comes back because because he hangs out with the crew.
Yeah,
because they're basically doing a bit of a citizen's arrest, waiting for the cops to turn up.
Okay.
And so he just hangs out with them, and then when they're like, "Well, off you go," Warren comes back this time with a gun.
Uh-oh.
But don't worry, it's got blanks.
Oh, thank God.
And he's firing around, but he just secretly just wants a job there. Oh, you also missed a lady who was suicidal and shaves her head.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, what's her name? She starts with hair and then she has no hair.
Yeah.
Don't we all? So so his
Deborah.
plan to get
Deborah.
a job.
Yeah.
Well, no, so it's not necessarily that he wants a job. He wants friends, sort of.
He wants friends and a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Anthony Pye, he wouldn't want to hire me, would he?
So then he goes in and steals a record.
Yeah.
Then what? Then he
citizens arrest him, so he's just hanging out in the staff room for ages.
and then he comes back with a gun.
Then they let him go. Then he comes
Says,
back
"Give
with
me a job," and they say,
No,
"Okay, pal."
Let's just say yes.
Okay.
For shorthand, yeah, basically.
All right. Cool.
Because the cops come in, they're like, "Oh, look, he's a juvie and it was firing blanks. So what can we do?"
Yeah. Fair
Anyway,
enough. Hey,
And he
that's
puts a gun to Lucas's head, right? And Lucas is like, I don't care.
Nah, Deborah, because she's having a time.
Yeah.
And she comes in and she's like, "What are you gonna do? Why aren't you gonna fight a little gun of yours?"
I think it's very funny to steal a job at gunpoint. And then the whole time you're working at KFC, you've just got the gun by your hip.
But pointed backwards.
I'm a work here, damn it.
I'm a worker. You can't stop me. I'm
Yeah.
going to deep fry some chicken, motherfucker.
And you're going to pay
well,
me.
And that's basically the current stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, yes, to save Empire Records, they then hold a kind of, let's sell everything and donate, and we're going to hold a concert at midnight. And that's when Renelle Zellweger
Sings a
song about Sugar High.
Right.
Sugar high. Ooh.
Gotta love it, gotta need it to
I
get
think-
by.
This wasn't the question.
Sugar high.
But if I was going to save Empire Records, I think the guy who gambled, I mean, obviously that it didn't work out for him. But the thing about gambling is that it will eventually.
Yeah.
It's just chance.
Yeah, because the house always loses.
Well, it loses sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta chase those losses.
If you run
they
a
can't
1,000
run forever.
simulations of the
Yeah,
Empire
yeah,
Records
yeah.
gambling edition, one of them will work out.
Uh-huh. The problem
Depends
there
what he bets on.
with gambling, I guess, if you really want to try and make a lot of money, I guess you kind of need capital to begin with.
Well, that's why you robbed Empire Records.
So yeah,
You
step
find
one.
a dog you think has good odds.
yeah.
Okay, so now you're going to the track.
I'm going to the dogs, the small horses.
Yeah, Lucas goes on the crap table.
Oh, well, I don't
and
understand
it was a
craps,
crap
but I
table.
understand dogs.
No, it's craps, yeah.
I understand dogs. The fastest one wins.
Yeah.
Okay. Dogs is
I get
simple.
dog. Dog,
okay?
I get.
But sometimes the fastest one doesn't win.
Yeah.
It's the most disciplined. Yeah, you don't understand fucking jack
I
shit
thought I
about
understood
dogs.
dogs.
No.
Is the same true for horses?
Yes. Well, the horses have to be rode.
Yeah.
So it's like a combo.
What?
It's crazy they don't race
When you
loose
say,
horses
wait,
anywhere.
what do you mean by road?
There's a jockey riding the horse.
Okay.
Do you say a horse is rode or ridden?
Because I think ridden, because a row, like you row a rowboat, right?
Yeah.
Rode a
But
rowboat.
Tertiary, you know it was R-O-D-E.
Yeah.
I
These
thought it
horses
was-
all be rode.
They need to be rode.
Yeah.
They need to be ridden?
They need to be ridden? That feels wrong to say as
Yeah.
well.
They were
were-
rided.
That's not right either. I think it's ridden.
Yeah.
The horse is ridden. I ridden the horse.
You
Hey,
rode the horse.
I
Jackson
rode-
gave me a ride in his car. We rode down to Sydney.
No, so I'm going to ride the horse.
Okay.
I rode the horse.
Yeah.
What did you
The
do on the week-
horse was ridden.
What did you do on the weekend?
I rode a horse.
I rode a horse.
that doesn't sound good.
What? But I ridden a horse. Doesn't sound right either.
I went horse riding.
Yeah. But what did you do on the horse?
Rode it.
I guess I rode
You
it.
rode the horse.
I
the
rode a
horse
horse.
But
I rode the horse on the main road. I don't like it.
well, I think what's weird.
Don't ride it on the road.
The horse needs to be rode.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucked up originally.
But the horse needs to be ridden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to ride the horse.
Yeah.
Gotta ride that horse. Someone's gotta ride the horse.
After the race, that horse has been rode.
It's been. Oh, that feels weird to say. It's been rode in the past
Yeah,
tense.
but you can't be like, it's been ridden.
Well,
Yes,
you can.
It's been ridden feels more right than the horse has been rode.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't
Put the horse in
feel
the
good.
stable, it's already been rode. feels insane.
Oh, yeah,
But
that-
the horse in
yeah.
the stable, it's
Yeah.
already been ridden. It feels more normal.
does.
Someone rode the horse.
I don't want to ride a pre-rode horse.
Someone already rode this horse.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to ride a road horse.
Somebody already rode this horse. Fine. The horse is rode. Fucked up.
Or
Horrendous to say.
maybe the horse is ridden is right then.
The horse was ridden.
Yeah.
But someone rode it, so I can't ride it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or across
Okay,
it.
we've settled it out.
We
All right,
figured it out.
We figured it out. So yeah. So Warren wants this job to work with these maniacs.
Yeah.
And all I kept thinking of is like, Warren, why do you want to work there? And also Anthony LaPaglia, you're like, man, you have the most incompetent bunch of Muppets working for you. I don't know who has it worse. Him. What's that? Kermit the Frog.
What's that frog?
What's the frog's name again?
frog's name?
Kermit. Or me sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Empire Records is definitely the most annoying out of all of them. I would much prefer to work with Gonzo than.
There's also like
Yeah, it's
you did
Gonzo.
it. You good.
what's that weird alien guy? Gonzo.
Gonzo, he's the
Gonzo and Floppy Bear. No, what's his name? Fonzie Bear.
Yeah. Because like also
Rizzo
Anthony,
the Rat.
Anthony LaPaglia, while he
Rizzo's
runs
chill.
Yeah, Rizzo is
Empire,
chill.
while he runs Empire Records, he himself has a boss
Oh, I see.
that he's sort of like basically has
Yeah.
ownership of it, and he's the one that wants to sell it to the big mega corp.
Yeah. So,
So there are advantages of working at for Empire Records. If you were like a teenager and you're like, wow, this is something I do. I like to play music because
Yeah.
they can play music at all times on the big thing that goes all through the store. And you get some vetoes because if someone is playing something you don't want, you can
can
like,
say, "Meh."
nah, and then the big siren goes off and you play whatever music you want.
Jackson, I'm sick of Here Comes the Hot Stuff.
Yeah.
You cannot play it all day. Turn it up.
why that song?
It's a great song. What do you...
Because, like,
Yes.
to fill the listeners in, Jackson often will just have one song stuck in his head for a day or two.
Yeah.
But Here Comes the Hot Stepper has been going for about 2 weeks.
It's locked in. I'm
Sometimes
locked in.
it's a song like that. Sometimes it's a song he just made, and
Yes.
sometimes it is a song that doesn't exist,
What
but
was
he
the
thinks
song we
it
were
does.
singing at lunch? Meatballs in the studio. Meatballs in the studio. Because I had meatballs in
Once
the
again,
studio.
I had meatballs in the
Also,
studio.
that song wasn't what you were singing.
What was I singing?
I can't remember, but it wasn't that.
I wasn't singing meatballs in the studio?
No.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure
if
I
you
was
were
singing
singing
meatballs in the studio.
the lyrics might be right, but the tune was definitely wrong.
Meatballs in the studio.
No, it was slower.
about,
It was more.
Meatballs.
No, it was a solemn melody.
Meatballs in the studio.
That's closer.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
There was also like a Little Robot Man. That was
Little
that-
Robot Man,
that
well,
went
that's a
for
crazy situation.
ages. That went
Little
for like
Robot Man.
months.
Well, Adam,
Little Robot
Adam, who does
Man.
our other podcast,
Not
D&D is
quite
for
a
Nerds.
robot, not quite a man.
No, I don't think that's quite right.
Little
Robot Man. Little Robot Man. He is a man, but also a robot. That's not the right tune. But Adam was convinced I knew the song, but I didn't know the song.
But then you convinced yourself and then me that you knew the song. So I don't
Yeah.
even know anymore.
Who knows who knows that song?
Where did you last? Where did you run into Here Comes the Hot Stepper naturally?
I don't. Well, I thought on an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I tried to find that sequence recently, and no such sequence existed.
Are you sure you weren't looking for the wrong song title?
No, it's Here Comes the Hot Stepper.
Yeah, but you've been calling it Mr. Hot Stepper.
But I think if I put in Hot Stepper,
as long as
It's
you put
Always
it,
Sunny.
But if you put in Mr. Hot Stepper, then you might be throwing it off the scent.
Google is like knows how
Yeah.
fucked up.
Did they say they call him Mr. Hot Stepper?
I don't know.
I think he is Mr. Hot Stepper.
song is called-
Murderer. They call him Mr. Hot Stepper. Murderer.
Yeah.
So we multiply.
I'm hitting that veto button so quick. Whatever Jack puts on, whatever garbage he wants.
It's a great song.
Okay,
Okay,
it's a good
well,
song. Some guy wouldn't.
It's a great
Nah,
song.
but then he gets stuck in his head.
Yeah,
but
you
then
don't want
we
that.
get- but-
So,
but it might
okay.
get it out of your head.
But if you're not musical, like me.
Yes.
Okay, so even if it is, if I remember correctly, and I might be misremembering,
Yeah. Jeez.
it's not just a straight record store. Isn't there also like
No, it's a
TVs and shit?
No, it's a full-on it's a record store.
I'm misremembering the scene, and I might be thinking of a scene from the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah,
might be.
very
Anyway,
possibly.
all right, so it's a
There are-
flat
there are-
record store.
yeah,
To be
there are
here-
booths you can go in to listen to maybe music that's come out.
Yeah.
Or to make out with your paramour.
Oh my
Even
God.
though that you're not meant to. You're not meant to.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only one person's allowed in the booth. But you can have
One at a time.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
rules to stop fucking, I'm guessing.
Smart.
So working in a record store would be not that much different from working in a regular retail store, except everyone there is more annoying about music.
Yeah.
Because if you work in a shop or a bar, they usually just let you put whatever music you want on as well. The only difference is that the people don't come in and be like, hi, I would like this jacket, or I would like a drink. They're like, hi, I would like recommendations on this CD.
That's where I'm going to struggle.
Well, you'd hear bits and pieces.
I think you'd have a go-to.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, have you heard about
the hot stepper, murderer.
Yeah, no, not that one. Oh. What other music is there?
I feel like that a song that could easily get stuck in your head for 100 years is Flagpole Sitter by Harvey Danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Peep Show theme song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's one of those songs that could just descend into my brain, get stuck in the wrinkles. Yeah, but also everybody would be annoying at Empire Records.
Well,
I think
everyone
that's the
is
real
annoying.
detractor.
I think the problem here is not just that everyone's annoying, is that your boss is also a little bit annoying. That there's no direction there. There's no responsibility. You can kind of do whatever you want.
There seems to be no start times or finish times.
You can bring in a gun, then you'll get a job, apparently.
Lucas fucks up by stealing a lot of money, and Anthony Party's like, I am mad at you, but right now, just sit on the couch and I'll figure this out. And then he angrily plays the drum for a bit. And then he also slaps him around a bit, so that's not also good. I forgot about that bit when I was watching.
You can embezzle, but that means your boss gets to slap you
gets to beat you up a little bit.
Which is like, I mean, again, I understand when, say, some of your employees forget to change their account for their Uber Eats, and maybe for 6 months, they just keep ordering Uber Eats.
And being like, it's so weird, I'm not getting charged for Uber Eats.
And then I look up the, say, I don't know, I mean, the boss looks at, say, the accounting software and is just like,
$600 in Uber Eats.
I guess they must have done that. That's silly of us.
Why did we
and then
do
at
that?
some point, I'm like, hey, did anyone... Who keep doing this?
Would it have been better if you'd been able to slap the shit out of me?
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
And it was the second time it's happened in the company, too.
Wait, did it happen again?
No, not to me, but it happened prior to that, didn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
And then another time, you're like, well, hey, we're traveling interstate. Can you please make sure that you turn off roaming or anything like that? Because you will get charged. Anyway, hey, it's crazy that the phone bill is just for one phone is $500.
That's crazy.
for like a 2-week period. What happened there?
What the fuck happened,
You turned your phone off when we were flying, right?
So long ago.
Didn't just watch 4K pornos the whole time?
It's crazy. We're getting so much good reception in the
Wow,
sky.
dude, in the sky. I guess we're closer to the satellites.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Jackson, phone receptions from the towers.
What? Well, how many times do you reckon you could rob from Empire Records before they fight?
Well, it depends, because the movie concludes with the business being saved.
Yeah, they make enough money from everyone donating, and they're selling off some of the big props, etc. that are in there. This is big, cut out of a album that's come out of it, and they sell a
Rex
bunch
Manning.
of crap, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so they make enough money to sort of buy it off the person who owns it, so that Anthony Parley can just run it himself.
Yeah,
because he's a bit of an old school guy. He likes the music. He's about that, as opposed to kind of making a profit. Whereas the co-owner is just like, we're running a business. I really wish my grandpa made this company, but we had a guy, he knew someone, and he turned it into basically plumbing and toilets. He's like, you know how rich I'd be if this was a toilet store? So rich.
Well, maybe that's how we could save Empire.
And that's also maybe what our podcast should be. Will you transition from plumbing the Death Star to plumbing your toilet?
Do you reckon
There'd probably be more money in it.
Do you reckon you could figure out plumbing?
Yeah, I could fix most toilets, I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, it's just tubes. It's just figuring out where the water does and doesn't go.
Okay, so
yeah.
Here's my theory about broken toilets. You ready?
Okay,
Joel Dush's theory of broken toilets.
All right.
So, I reckon that the common household has one of 3 problems.
Okay.
1, blockage. Easy to fix.
Sure.
How do you fix it?
Okay, well, there's a couple of ways you could go about
go
it,
on.
depending on the blockage.
Yeah, go on.
If it's in the I said the T bend, but I meant the S bend. If it's in the S bend, you simply would turn the toilet off, the tap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then disconnect the S bend over a bucket and wear gloves because it will be shitty water.
Yeah.
Disconnect the S bend, clean the S-bend out, reattach it, try and flush
You know the
again.
difference between the plungers?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
There's one plunger.
There's one plunger and it plunges. Why would you need two?
No, there's two.
What does the other one do?
I'm not a plumber, my dude. I just know one is meant to be like, for a certain thing, and the other one's meant to be for another certain thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Is that just fake plumbing?
Now I don't know. 'Cause I don't know enough to know that what I do and do not know. But no.
Plumbing scam?
Yeah.
Because there's the there's the plunger that you get from in cartoons.
Yeah.
The one that always gets attached to say, my face or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta get it off, shit.
Yeah,
But there's another one that almost looks like a thick butt plug.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't need one of those.
And I think the one that we think is like meant to fix the problems that if something is stuck in whatever, like the one that we think to go to is actually use the other one.
You use the butt plug.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell?
I know.
It doesn't matter because taking the S-bend out,
Yeah.
it'll take longer, but it'll still fix the problem.
And you can also use like the whizzer on a wire.
Yeah.
They got the grind up the shit or whatever.
Yeah.
What about
So yeah, there was one. Yeah, look at these different plungers. Look at them all.
There's
There's
so
three.
many.
There's
Oh.
three.
I know the butt plug one
Oh,
now. I've remembered
shit.
it.
No, man, there's a cup plunger, a flange plunger, and then there's an accordion plunger.
So I knew I've seen the flange plunger before.
Yeah. So
Carmen, hang on, just quickly Google what's a flange plunger for?
What's a
look,
flange?
which
Aren't your
plunger?
fingers flanges?
No,
Shut
that's
up.
phalanges. So a cup plunger, the one that the common one that gets stuck to your face, so everyone's
Yeah.
like, that's the one I use. No, that's the one you use in bathtub, showers, and sinks.
Is that for like a little plug?
Flat surfaces.
Flanges toilets, right?
Flange use on toilets.
'cause it's a
Yeah, I
bowl.
did know the
Yeah.
flange.
Okay.
This plunger has another cup
I don't
that
know what the
extends
fuck
from
the
the
accordion
outer
one's for,
bell-shaped cup.
Well, maybe the accordion one's for like.
And also, you
abnormal
use on
holes.
toilets when you use an accordion plunger, it sucks up water into the bellows to create a vacuum.
Why are we doing that?
No,
Every
'cause
time you
it
plunge
sucks
down,
the
you're
water.
getting a bunch of water pressure to help dislodge your clog.
It's actually even better for clogs than a
Okay.
flange.
So there you go.
What
There's
about
three?
Recently, I got into a fight with my toilet.
Yeah, so your toilet, I reckon that was a broken seal.
Wouldn't stop flushing. It was
Yeah.
making me insane.
That's a broken
Was it a
seal.
broken seal or was it like a?
I didn't see. I saw the plumber go in. I heard him say "fuck," and then he fixed it and left.
Or like was it like a something that wasn't tight enough?
I don't
like
know.
a loose bolt kind of.
That's a
equivalent.
possibility. When I was looking it up, angry and furious, and being like, maybe I can fix it myself.
And, well, yeah, I mean, you should have called me. I reckon I would have fixed it.
Well, the one thing I couldn't figure out is I tried to take off the back of the system.
I reckon that's where the fuck by the plumber comes into action as well.
What have they done? No, because I tried to take it off, but the button that you use to flush
Yeah.
was stopping it from coming off the back of the cistern. Yeah, it was like that had created like a blockage, and I couldn't pull the cistern because my old toilet when I lived with my parents, you could take the fucker off.
Yeah, throw it on the floor.
Can you take off the top bit? Like, could you? Maybe it was like, could you unscrew
I
the
tried, you
lids?
couldn't unscrew it. I don't know what the guy did in there, but he,
Yeah, that's what the fuck was for sure.
Yeah.
He went to go lift it up, hit the same thing, was like, fuck.
yeah,
But then he probably just put like a thing in there, was like, oh, it's just stuck, unlodged it,
yeah.
took it off, and then went,
man.
it's fixed.
It's always like a terrifying thing when like we're looking at something the other day and we're like, okay, this looks like it detaches as it were, and you're trying to like, I was trying to wiggle it and I'm like, I don't know if it.
Scary.
I'm too scared
Yeah.
to be like, I don't know if this actually comes off, but it looks like it comes off. A sales assistant came in. I'm like, hey, how does this like work? And they're like, oh, it's got to like use a bit of force. And they just yanked it up. Humiliating.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I'm also like, yeah, but I was too scared because I didn't want to break
You don't want
it.
to break it. You don't want to yank it off and
like
bring
that-
something with it.
That could have been all that was because you get to your
Well, that's
point
what I
with
was-
that toilet,
yeah.
you're like, oh, it's stuck. Well, it's stuck. I don't want to do anything.
Exactly.
All I needed was like a.
And then I don't want to
fine.
break it, and then the plumber comes and he goes and
fucked
has a
it
look
harder.
in, and he comes out to me.
like, do you fuck your toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No.
All right, so there's one. It's like okay. So you were saying it's
Clog. So
What's the second
clog. So either you're busting out the accordion plunger,
Yeah.
or you're just disconnecting the S-bed. 2, broken seal. You lift up that lid. You have a look at if there's any little leaks in there. It's probably a rubber seal. You replace the rubber
Oh, actually,
seal.
the plumber he replaced something, but it was a device of
didn't
some
help.
kind. Yeah.
Oh, it might have been the
flushy boy.
like the thing that's connected to the button you press. There's like
Can't
a
wait
thing that
for
goes
us
like
to
this.
pivot the plumbing.
Yeah.
yeah, the flushy boy. It's all
Flushy
kinds
boy's
of
cactus.
I
mate.
will say that with zero training, we're doing okay.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong with
Okay.
your
So imagine if I read a fucking book. I don't know this from reading a book on plumbing. Imagine I read one book on plumbing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's apprentices.
No,
on
he's
the job
self-taught.
training.
He's self-taught. What's the third problem?
Yeah, what's the third problem?
And the third problem is probably like a broken seat or something.
Broken seat or something.
Yeah, like the seat you sit on?
Yeah,
I guess that's a problem with the toilet.
that happens.
technically.
That's the only problems I've had at my house.
Broken seat.
Yeah, the seat eventually. So one of our toilets, we got 2 toilets. We live large.
Yeah, get it clean.
But our house is also built stupid.
Yeah.
Most houses are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our toilet, we have one upstairs, and that faces the sun. There's a
Nice.
window that
I
directly
see.
faces the sun. So for the majority of the day, if
Toilet
the
got too hot.
the sun's out, the toilet gets too hot, and slowly over time, the toilet seat melts.
Yeah.
Imagine coming in, you see like a toilet just like seat melted to the rest of it, and you're like,
Hot shit.
Oh, no.
what happened?
No, it doesn't, obviously, because the sun in Australia, it gets hot, but it's not like fucked up.
Yeah.
So it just makes the seat like rippley, but it also meant it like frail.
Where did I hear this story?
Okay.
Somebody had a toilet seat, but it was one of those toilet seats that has like shells in it. You know, it's like a clear resin that has shells in it, and they'd sat on it so much that the resin had worn away to the shells, and whenever they sat on it, they got a scraped ass.
That sounds like something that would have happened to a family you knew when you lived
Yes.
in Scotland.
Someone got a scraped ass from a shell toilet, and I can't remember who or if that story's real.
If it's not real,
Are you
that's the worst story I've ever heard.
you thinking about Demolition Man with the three,
3 shells?
shells?
No. Scraped
You better hope
ass.
this story's true.
Well,
Because if it's true, it's like, oh yeah, that's funny.
yeah.
Huh. But if it's fake, I'm like, use your imagination. And then they sat on the seashells, and then one went in their asshole.
Yeah.
And then they came, and then the cum landed on the floor, and then the dog ate it. And then the dog got pregnant, and he was really scared. But then it turned out the dog had just been having sex, normal style. Now that's a story.
I'm more worried about your imagination.
Oh, thanks so much for bringing your dog into my veterinarian. It's okay. Your dog's just been having sex.
Normal style. Normal style.
Your dog didn't get pregnant from eating your cock.
Lapping up your cum.
That's the best news I've heard all day, Doc.
You did it. The weight off my mind. Wow. Far out. Finding out your dog had sex, scary. Normal style, I'm calm. It's only been normal style. That's really
So when you say
relieving.
normal style for us,
No.
so is it fucking missionary?
Oh,
Is it
doggy.
doggy style,
other-
normal style for a
Yeah,
dog?
doggy style's normal style for
So
a
they could
dog.
have said doggy style.
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
there was normal style for a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
What
sense.
position do cats fucking?
Probably doggy too.
It's crazy.
I've
that
never
for like,
seen cats hump.
for a dog, a doggy door is just a door.
Yeah.
That's true.
To me, a doggy door is just a door, and the doggy
And a
style is
regular door
just
for you
normal
is a
style.
manny door. For me.
Oh my god! Hey babe, let's
Really makes
fuck
you think.
man style.
If I found my dog fucking man style, I would walk out into the street and shoot myself.
I honestly think seeing dogs have
See
sex.
the two dogs out of missionary.
Well, time to go.
Okay.
Where'd they learn this?
How are they?
I've got some questions for the Almighty Creator God, and I know the fastest way to get
My
them.
eyes just glaze over.
Do any
There's no space for me on Earth anymore.
animals change positions?
Bonobos.
Why do you know that?
Well, bonobos are the horny monkey.
Yeah, they also had like that. We accidentally invented, or that we gave them the tools, and they accidentally invented prostitution.
I
That's
knew
awesome.
about that.
Bats eat each other's pussies.
Well, I was about to
So do
say.
bears.
Yeah, that's pretty
I would
sick.
say that
A lot of animals do oral sex more than we think.
Well, it's fabulous.
it is truly fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous time.
I think that the funny thing with dogs and cats fucking or whatever is
Sure.
missionary truly horrifying. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like seeing an angel, but the
it
but
is.
let me finish.
No, it is.
Biblical
the
angel?
Yeah.
biblically correct angel,
Yeah.
where it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if I just saw dog 69ing, I'd be like, oh, bad dogs.
Yeah, oh, me too. Yeah, because that makes sense. You can see the dogs coming to that place. One starts licking an ass or whatever, or sniffing, and then they're like, well,
Rolling
here.
over and
And then the other dogs, because dogs already kind of 69 when they sniff asses.
that's true.
So all they got to do is lie down and
Yeah.
make it work.
I'm trying to imagine it.
What if you found two dogs 69ing and one was on its back?
Yeah.
And one was standing over
Yeah.
it. Would you be out in the street? Would you be going to see God?
That's still better than missionary.
What if you came into the lounge room and your dog was sitting on the couch and your other dog was kneeling down sucking it off?
Okay, that's a visit to God. I think I would also be upset if I
And your
saw.
dog just...
the game.
And then they just scramble off the couch and you're like, what did I...
The fucking TV's
How do you
on or
fetch
something.
my gun?
I can't live like this. The dogs have been fucking normal style, but for us... No, thank you.
I think. What about if you had 3 dogs and you came home and the dogs are 69ing, but then one dog was just like jacking off, like cock style?
I would be like to see.
Or what if the
with
two
its
dogs?
little
Okay,
paws.
okay. What if the two dogs are just fucking normal dog style?
Yeah.
And the third dog's like, I don't know. Yeah, there's no way for a dog to jack off with it being.
No, I've seen that dog do that thing where they stand on 2 legs and go like this with their front arm.
Oh yeah.
So if I was seeing that, I would be like, well, that's not so normal because he's just gotten horny and he doesn't know he can get in.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? Yeah.
The worst, like the GIF or whatever I saw once was a dog fucking its own mouth.
Yeah.
And that pretty funny.
Yeah, oh,
Because
absolutely.
he's like, you shouldn't do that, buddy.
You think it's all chocolates and roses now. You just wait. Empire Records.
Empire Records.
Horrible place to work.
I don't know. Yeah, so you got the boss
There's
there. who's-
zero
well, the boss there
accountability.
isn't that good, though?
Yeah, don't you
No,
want that in a job?
it's zero accountability
You
to
can
the.
get high on the job.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it's zero accountability, but then there is sudden accountability. There doesn't appear to be end or start or end times to your shifts. You don't know when you're meant to.
But there is shifts because it's like, hey, I think it was Gina. You're not meant to be here today. Like at the start, your
Yeah.
shift starts at this time, but she's there because she wants to bang Rex Manning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Oh,
you
sorry,
could...
Corey's there. Then Gina bangs Rex Manning.
Yeah.
If you were trying to do like a normal, you come in at the start of
Actually-
the day and you work and then you leave at the end of
Yeah.
your shift, would they be annoyed at you?
Yeah, you don't want to hang out and smoke weed or eat each other out or whatever,
Yeah.
or watch
I
dogs
like-
fuck normal
Yeah,
style.
because I get Rex Manning, who is like so the celebrity there. He's used to be in like a TV sitcom thing, and now he's made a very cheesy.
Maybe like
album.
he's the David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Hasselhoff, I just said accidentally.
And
I'm
so
standing
then
by it.
Renelle Zellweger,
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff, I'm there.
Yeah.
So Renelle Zellweger, she bangs Rex Manning.
Uh-huh.
But then she does it in the copy room, and everyone is realizing it's happening. And then there's no like sort of repercussions. Where I feel if like I don't know, we had a guest on and say, Jack, you fucked him in the staff bathroom.
Yeah.
I feel I'd have words with you.
It's such a
be like-
small studio that
Yeah.
you would not. I could not do
Would
it
you though?
quietly.
Yeah, it'd be like, buddy.
What's
this is a
up,
place,
dude?
This is a place of work. Like we're all standing in the corridor,
yeah.
and then both you and whoever walk out, and you're like, okay,
Sorry,
we
we
were
were
just
taking a
fucking.
piss.
yeah.
Sorry, we were fucking.
Sorry, we're taking a piss. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Sorry, we were
yeah.
taking a piss. Is this believable?
Do you believe me right now?
Okay, we were fucking.
We were
Normal
fucking
style,
there.
normal
Normal style,
style.
not like dogs. That should be sinful to fuck like a dog.
Normal
You
style
guys
to
were
you.
fucking doggy style, weren't you? Yeah.
So normal style to dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, obviously you couldn't do that at work. That would be a crime. You know what I mean? That's not okay. But what I think
Not
is
crime, just a bit of a big faux pas.
I think fucking at work's a crime.
It is a crime.
Yeah, I'd say
How is
so.
it a crime? Under
Sexual
what
harassment?
law? To
Yeah.
whom?
Well, it's like
There are
most
people
HR
around.
departments, like you can't even be in a
Look,
relationship.
you shouldn't do that, but I don't know if it's well, that again is company policy, not crime. You're not going to go.
I
You're not
don't-
going to get arrested. You're not
It would
going
be
I
to.
don't think
the
it's not a
work.
crime,
The workplace would count as like
It'd be public indecency.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you could have a workplace where you're like, one of the points, because it's just company policy, you can fuck.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like you can fuck in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I guess, and then it could be like, okay, cool, you're fired. But
Yeah.
there's no need to involve the Johnny Law in this,
Johnny Law,
which is a crime.
Yeah.
And then it'd be more of a civil thing because you're like, I'm suing you for wrongful dismissal. I'm
I
like,
should
don't
be
fuck in
allowed.
our toilets.
I know. I should be allowed to fuck the guests.
And then maybe, we'd probably take it to a civil court
Yeah.
potentially. But that's
But
still
surely
not a
it would
crime.
count as
It's a-
because you couldn't have a job where it was okay.
Yeah, it's a societal thing.
I'm pretty sure it would
I would
count as
say it's a
public
crime.
indecency.
I'd say it's legal
It's not
to-
public indecency. 'Cause
Yeah,
also
but
it's not
it's
public.
like I mean,
Yeah.
public indecency is also like
Also,
one of the,
it sounds like I'm pro this. Once again, I'm not pro this. Don't fucking get sin.
But it's
our
like, I don't
bathroom.
think you could open
But-
like a record store where you're like, everyone's naked.
no.
No.
Because that would probably be a crime.
Well, that's indecency.
But it's
right?
a public
But
bath.
you could be.
Is a work bathroom a public
No,
bathroom?
it's not. That's
It's
what
a
I'm saying. It's
private
not
bathroom.
public. It wouldn't be public indecency.
Oh, I don't know. That's
is why
what
I'm
I'm
It's like
saying-
that we are allowed to fuck at work
That's
here
what
at
I'm hearing,
Sanspans
dude.
Radio.
That's what I'm hearing.
feel
Jacking
like-
off in the toilet?
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Joel Salmon said it's fine.
I feel like fucked up.
I mean,
know,
dude,
it's a-
your words.
Dude, it's okay. It's not
crime.
a public bathroom.
It's not,
Therefore,
though.
it's a private bathroom.
It is though.
Which is the same type of bathroom that you jack off in at home.
Yeah. Sweet, dude. I
Dude,
know
we
what I'm
gotta
doing
start
when we're done
booking
recording.
fucking hot guests.
damn.
Hot and horny.
Well, I think another problem with Empire Records is by the way you've described it, it sounds like it's not going to last very long after
No,
the movie.
that's
Well,
the
no.
indication you
This
get.
is-
Yeah.
Once again, you're looking at the just the little tiny bit of time pre-internet,
Yeah.
pre-Napster, and so it's like they wanted basically a big megacorp takeover, which they are against. It's kind of like when Sanity are like, we're gonna come in,
Yeah.
and then Sanity are like, what happened to Sanity? Or Borders,
Yeah.
like, wow, there were so many at one point, and then everyone was like, fuck this,
We don't need
I
this.
hate books and reading.
It is really
It's funny,
exciting though to
'cause-
see a Sanity because
Yeah.
you sometimes see the Sanity being like a music store, like a CD store from
HMV,
back
kind
in the
of
day.
like idea.
But you can still see them. Sometimes you're in a rural
Oh,
like shopping
yeah.
mall somewhere.
I don't think they have any physical stores anymore. I think Sanity is
I
like
reckon
done.
I probably saw one. Yeah, it would have been like 5 years ago, pre-COVID.
There used to be one in Rosebud.
Yeah,
Damn.
very exciting to see.
Very exciting. So you have that, right? So you've got the someone like Megacorp's coming in. They want to make it all very corporate. That's the thing what they rebelling against because there's they don't want to have to wear uniforms and stuff like that. And Renelle, she kind of just wears one of the uniforms of the new thing that's coming in,
Yeah.
but that's all she's wearing. And everyone's like, please stop, put on some clothes,
Yeah.
goddamn it.
Oh,
Once
yeah,
again,
she's
no
wearing-
repercussions.
Yeah.
No repercussions.
I think I
which
could
is maybe
work for.
good.
I think I could work for a corporation. I'm not about the music.
Yeah.
You know, they say you used to be about the music. I was never about the music.
And then when
What about big bucks?
Yeah.
when Anthony Thalia buys it all out, he's like, I'm gonna do this and do it right.
Yeah.
Because now he's like an independent record store owner.
Which
But
famously
then-
did really well in the early to mid
Yeah,
2000s.
that's
I was
what I'm
like,
hearing.
if he opened it up nowadays, maybe, or had
Yeah.
things going a bit more niche, sure. But back then, well, he's just
Yeah,
not
he's
lasting
done,
very
dude.
long. Also, like your staff there is
He's probably got
AJ is leaving to go to art school,
Yeah.
and Corey is also leaving to go to Harvard. So you got a nice little turnover.
Pivot to online. The .com bubble's happening right around now, right?
Just
it's
before.
pre-
Yeah,
So
well, yeah,
this
so we-
record store is going to do well for a little bit,
Yeah.
a couple
And then
of
that-
years,
then
and
that
then it's going to
internet-
start slowly fading
Yeah.
until like
They're like-
2008,
Why is
and then it's going to fall off a cliff.
Why
Yeah.
is no one buying these singles anymore? What's going on?
We could
What's
try
this,
that thing-
newfangled internet thing.
Do you remember that story about the maniac who he started a service where people sent him their physical music libraries, and he was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload them onto a server so you can listen to them wherever you want. And he did this like 2 years ago. And obviously at the time
it
people
do
were like, why
well?
did you do that? And as part of his business, he bought like a warehouse in one of the most crime-ridden cities in America. And he was like, everything keeps getting stolen. I'm going to put up security cameras. And then the security cameras got stolen. Anyway, as an idea,
Yeah.
maybe that obviously 2 years ago is not the right time to do it.
We should turn it into
actually.
a blockbuster, but for music.
Yeah.
Come rent a CD.
Whoa.
Put it in your car for $1 a week or whatever.
Yeah. I was
You
gonna-
can't burn it though, right?
I was gonna say, like, although isn't nowadays maybe the best time to do it with
Yeah.
like a bunch of streaming services pulling down lots of different media. So if you own the physical media,
Yeah.
you can go this, get it up, put it somewhere so,
So-
you can access it, and maybe some of your friends can look at it.
So, with music streaming at the moment, it is very fucked up because
Yeah.
Spotify kind of started it, and Spotify were like, people like to pay $10 for streaming.
Yeah.
Like, the pricing was a marketing decision with absolutely zero thought put into how much money they actually needed to make to maintain the library they have. $10 a month is not enough.
No.
So, Spotify have pretty much just made music worthless, which is
Yeah.
exciting. But it means that, look, come back to me in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Spotify can't keep doing this and we'll go down the toilet soon. So yeah, opening a record store in probably the next year or two is probably going to be good because music might go for a bit and then come back again.
I love when music go for a bit.
Back to physical releases, maybe. Yeah. So if you can hold out through the .com bubble, through the 2010s.
Well, yeah, because it comes back again in like 2016-ish. Like that's when, but it's the same with bookstores. They go for a bit and they come back. People are like, actually, we like holding the thing.
Fuck the Kindle, dude.
Yeah, fuck the Kindle.
Fuck the
I
Kindle,
don't
dude.
care. I miss physical books.
I like the smell of a book,
And
baby.
then you start reading that, and you're like, God, these books are heavy. You know what I
But they
miss?
look
A
so nice
Kindle.
on my
I'm
shelf.
going back to
Yeah,
the Kindle.
baby.
Fuck the Kindle,
this
bro.
Kindle. I miss the smell of the paper
Yeah.
in the bin. Now, give me that heavy
Traditional
book.
media is always better, except with radio. Podcasts are way better.
Yes.
Radio hosts can go fucking jump in a lake.
Well, yeah, because, well, you'd never get any radio host talking about, say, dog fucking normal style.
If you turned on your drive time radio and they were like, what if you saw a dog sucking off your other dog on the couch? They would be fired. And we do it with impunity.
Yeah.
With your boss.
Exactly. Truly, we work at our own empire.
But do you reckon that radio stations are allowed to fuck in the toilets?
It's unclear.
Because bigger corporations, that would fly under the radar. more.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
a lot more crimes do happen in these bigger corporations that are crimes because they are an abuse of power.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the crime.
I was not involved in any of this, but working at a corporation cinema for close to, it was like over 15 years. Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. A lot of wanking in the toilet.
I don't know about wank, because that's not exciting. If you're on,
I mean, it is for the wanky.
It's the
A
thrill.
little bit of titillation.
like, if when you work, I mean, like, it's more exciting to sleep with a coworker on shift than to jack off in the toilet. Jacking off in the toilet's sad at work.
This is also the problem I would feel about working at Empire Records or being in the position of the boss at Empire Records, because usually you're hiring basically lots of plucky teens who are going to be there as your sort of like your summer job or your like intern job before they go on actually a better career as it were.
Yeah.
And it's full of hormones and bullshit. The fucking AJ here, he's trying to be like, I'm a draw Corey looking beautiful. Then I got Corey being like, I'm gonna fuck Rex Manning and lose my virginity to him. And I'm like, I really hate that I have to deal with this bullshit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The fact that, we're all over 30, some of us more 40 than others, and you're like, it's nice that I don't have to deal with the teenage drama.
Oh, teenagers are awful.
Yeah.
So, imagine that. Imagine being that boss. You're dealing with this first iteration of these people being like, I think I'm in love with that. My emotions are going flying. I got to deal with this person who, first off is coming to, work with the bandages on their wrist, and also they're shaving their head in the bathroom. And I'm like, I am not prepared to mentally deal with their mental problems, but I'm going to be like, hey, buddy, are you doing okay?
Employees come and go, but Rex Manning keeps coming up and someone keeps trying to fuck him.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
And so then, they're doing really well, whatever, and then they go off to university, college, and then they whatever. And then I get the next batch.
Yeah.
The same thing
And then
again.
the
No
same
one
thing
grows up with you.
right? And then the next batch, and then another point, you're 40 years old, and you just want to play the drums, and you got your staff talking about Skibbity Toilet, and you got to pretend like you know what that is.
Yeah.
You get to do that pretty much now anyway, except instead of play the drums, you just want to listen to Beyond the Bastards.
Yeah.
And me and Jackson are like, dude,
Skibbity toilet.
dude,
Yeah.
there's 75 episodes of Skibbity Toilet out right now.
Yeah.
Dude, do you reckon they got him?
I wasn't
Do you reckon
trying. I
they
wasn't
got-
being subtle.
They got the Skibbity toilet, do you reckon?
Dude, we're only
So
5
it's a
years.
thing. It's a thing you got to get.
Yeah,
Well, he's a
Skibbity-
guy.
Skibbity Toilet to go.
He's the G-man in a
Yeah,
toilet.
You know
You gotta get
G-Man?
him.
Well, you got to kill him.
Yeah, he's
gotta-
a bad guy.
He's a
Well,
Earth
Skibbity-
is being invaded by
Skibbity
Skibbity
toilets
Toilets.
in general are
yeah.
the bad guys.
Skibbity toilets. There's multiple.
Yeah,
they
it's a
ta-
sort of
they've-
war between the
they've
Skibbity toilets and the camera heads.
Yeah, camera heads are the good guys.
Yeah.
Who are camera heads?
They're
The
just
guys
guys
with
with
cameras
cameras
for
for heads.
Cameras for heads or cameras on their heads?
Cameras for
Four
heads.
heads.
So it's funny because the Skibbity Toilet, the bad guys,
Yeah.
they're a human head in a toilet.
Yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
camera heads have no human head, but have
But
cameras.
still,
I
they
see.
are the
Yeah,
protagonists.
yeah.
There was
And you gotta
a-
flush the Skibbity
Of course,
toilet.
you got to
Yeah.
get them in. That's when the S-Bend comes in.
Yeah, but the toilet's not attached to anything, so I don't know where he goes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got
They
a buddy.
hate it, though.
They really don't like
They
being
really
flushed.
fucking hate
The
being
Skibbity
flushed.
toilets.
So yeah, I think it would suck. Maybe not to work at Empire, but definitely to be the boss of Empire Records.
Yeah.
I feel would be painful.
Well, we're 4.5 years younger than you.
Yeah.
And you're already putting up with this. So imagine it's 10.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the Skibbity toilet equivalent for, a 19-year-old is.
I don't
I
know
think-
what.
well,
It's not even that. They'd be in high school.
Yeah.
Fuck, they'd be even younger. Ah,
I cannot fathom what a 16-year-old is thinking right now.
TikTok.
You know? TikTok?
no,
What about it?
I don't think so. I think that's like.
Is
you
there
know,
a new social media we don't know about?
I just think TikTok because you got
Grackle?
the millennials and all that. Sure, you got like a bunch of younger
No,
people that are on it, but it's just like
TikTok's one of
Yeah.
those things at the moment where
TikTok is
millennials using it is cringe.
Yeah.
branch.
They're trying to cancel Eminem. You know that
Dude.
lady? You know that lady?
No,
Yeah.
I think like a TikTok is like it's all like the algorithm, right? So
Yeah.
it's like your TikTok is gonna be very different to like the 16-year-old TikTok.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I
Skimming
mean?
toilets for like 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
They don't know who G-Man is.
No.
I
no.
know who G-Man is.
Yeah, dude.
They should have finished Gordon Freeman's story.
People still doing that thing where they learn how to phase into different dimensions and go see Draco Malfoy. I hope they are.
I don't think so.
God bless those people.
What?
They do it. I think they called it shifting, where you'd lie. Basically, here's how you shift, and it's
yeah.
awesome. Lie on the ground, close
Done,
your eyes.
done.
Imagine you're in Harry Potter.
Okay.
baby, you're in Harry Potter.
Do you reckon
The
that?
end.
Do you
You're
reckon
just
that-
having a think?
Yeah, you ever think so hard you think you've gone to a different dimension? God bless them.
I hope people out there are going to the plumbing the Death Star
Yeah,
dimension.
shift into the plumbing the Death Star.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Let
my
us-
good friends Jackson and Dusha and Zamet, and they're
Yeah.
yelling about dogs doing it normal style versus fucked up human style.
Yeah.
Let us know if you get there.
They
if
have
it's any
guns?
good.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Empire
we-
Records shut it down.
Yeah.
I go to record stores
Yeah.
on the regular, and
Yeah.
Empire Records is extra
Oh,
annoying.
yeah, that's a good question. If you were to go to purchase a record from any of the Empire Record crew, would you leave the store pretty quickly, or would you
There's
leave
a-
with a purchase?
There's a couple of people that I think if I spoke to in Empire Records, I wouldn't immediately be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I think if I got Lucas or Gina, I could probably have a regular interaction. End of list.
I reckon AJ, I could kind of like borderline.
Yeah.
As
I don't
long
know.
as- as
I
long
don't
as
know
Lucas,
any of these
yeah.
people. I'm not going inside.
Yeah. Dude, you've already got Here Comes the Hot Stepper
Yeah.
on CD.
What other song do I need, dude?
Yeah.
What other song do I
You
need?
walk past like Empire Records and put out a sign that's like Here Comes the Hot Stepper 2, and you're like, fuck!
Oh,
They made another
oh
one?
my god!
The sequel to songs now?
Yeah, damn. Celebrate Hot Stepper Day.
Hot Stepper Day.
Happy Hot Stepper Day, everybody.
Murder up. Well, on that note, I've been Joe.
I've been Jackson.
Shut Empire Records down.
Get
The
rid of
high
it.
fidelity store's better. And those guys are cunts, but at least like they know what they're talking about, and they're not.
Yeah.
They're a different type of annoying. They're regular record store guy annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Empire Records, not a good movie. Also, forgot to say that before too. If you liked it, that's fine, but it sucks. Goodbye.
See ya.
The song's alright. And
Yeah.
That's the hot stuff.
But murderer.
any other?
No. So we multiply.
And that's just
That's all I
it.
got, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough.